Good morning. It is the 7th and final day of a week on the Mediterranean diet. Basil's letting himself be known. You alright down there, Basil? Okay. Look, you do this every time. I'm doing my intro. Oh, look at your little crusty nose. Oh, you're tired because you was sneezing a lot last night, weren't you? Lots of sneezing. Oh, you're going to do it now? No? You good? Turned away? Embarrassed? Right. It's the 7th day of a week on the Mediterranean diet. It's time for my breakfast. For the final breakfast, am I going to end on a high? Or is it going to be absolutely weird and something that I wish would just leave my life and never come back again forever? Kind of like an orange and onion salad, but we'll see, won't we? Well, let's not judge it too harshly just yet. It's going to be a date, tahini and banana smoothie, which can honestly say I've never had before. This is a frozen banana. Who's seen what one of those look like? It's obviously very cold and it's a funny colour. We're cracking out the tahini again, and we've got dates. So going to be pooping like a good one. And you could only get Tesco Finest dates because apparently you don't get cheap dates. I don't know. Who's a cheap date? McDonald's maybe. Right, let's make a creamy tahini, banana and date smoothie. Right, let the trepidation begin. Bit of almond grease in there. Lovely stuff. Then some tahini. I'm not sure about this sesame paste, but we'll see. Oh, this is gummy, sticky stuff. Some banana. Thank you very much, Gracie. Then a couple of ice cubes, and then the world's largest raisins in the form of dates. Right, let's screw on the old lid of the magic bullet and then pop her on. Well, here we go. Lovely milkshake. Ooh, some chunks in there still. Good old magic bullet, eh? Being magic. Right, let's try it.
Does it smell like?
Smells banana-y.
That's good.
It just tastes like sesame seeds.
Oh, did you put too much in?
No, I didn't. I put what it said. It's a sesame seed milkshake. That is very unpleasant. Without the sesame seeds, I'm sure it'd be nice, but...
But can you taste the banana? Because that's all you could smell.
A very small amount. Just sesame seeds. Oh my god, that is deeply unpleasant. No! This poor pussycat did not have a good night's sleep last night. He kept waking Grace and I up, just sneezing the whole time. He's got a very runny nose, but he has been to the vet. He's on the old steroids. He's going to be all roided up. Oh, I'm going to catch you sneezing on camera one day, B. Don't you worry, mate. But I'm going to leave him alone, basically, because he hasn't had much sleep. He's a little under the weather, bless him. So my breakfast was pretty horrible. I will not be having anything that even closely resembles that again. I can understand the frozen banana to make it nice and creamy and cold. The dates even, that's fine, but not the paste, not the tahini. Do not like that at all. Not bothered. Didn't drink all of it. You will be unsurprised to hear. So I am quite hungry, so counting down the minutes to lunch. However, I've done goofed and the ingredients for lunch have gone out of date because I failed to check them correctly. Not only have they gone out of date, they're pretty smelly, so I'm going to have to improvise with the ingredients that are left. I'm going to have to try and concoct something that is semi-Mediterranean, but this just goes back into basically what I was saying at yesterday's conclusion, in that my heart isn't in this one because I don't like any of it and it's a lot of effort. I'm not coming away from any of these meals thinking, I'm satisfied. I definitely want to continue with this lifestyle. Don't like it, really. There's been a few delicious things, but overall, no. So my lunch is going to be a bodge job, basically. That sounds appealing. So, my bodge job of a Mediterranean diet lunch is eggs, sun-dried tomatoes, chorizo, and feta. That's right, I'm going to have an omelette. A Mediterranean diet inspired omelette. There is no recipe that has this sort of omelette. Call me a messiah, a philanthropist, another word that doesn't apply to this situation. Whatever you call me, don't call me resourcelessness, fullness. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but what I'm going to try and do is cook an omelette. Chorizo is such a dominating flavour that I've not put much in there. I may actually dab out some of the oil because it's super oily. So I'm not going to bother adding anything like paprika, obviously, or anything like that. I'm going to try and let the chorizo do all the flavouring. Got my eggs all mushed up. There's some salt and pepper in there. And I've got my tomatoes and feta doing their thing. So yeah, next in is going to be the eggs. It's going to be a nice, quick and easy one, this one. In go the eggies. It's almost there now. So some sun-dried tomatoes, some feta cheese. And there we go. One Mediterranean inspired omelette. Let's try it. I've never had an omelette with chorizo before. And I'm gonna have it again. Oh my god. That is delicious. What does it say about either the diet or me if the nicest thing I've had this week is a bloody chorizo and feta cheese omelette? And I'm under no illusions that it says more about me. You okay? You'll be pleased to know that this is the last meal now of this week on. Still not got you sneezing, have I? Probably shouldn't. I should leave you to it. In fact, I'm going to. And I'm going to go and cook my dinner. The last meal of this week on. Are you happy, Basil? Because I am. And as seems to be the way with these dinners, there's a lot of ingredients involved. This is shrimp pasta Mediterranean style. So we've got the prawns and we've got tomatoes and white wine and there's olive oil and spaghetti and a bunch of these things. Are you looking forward to this one?
I am actually. I like prawns.
You do? Yeah, I'm not a huge prawn fan, as I've said that sort of thing a lot this week on so far, haven't I? But I'm, hoping that we can end on a high. So let's get cracking. Our prawns are looking good. We've got some veggies on the go, and the pasta's boiling. We've got our pan here. And go to the red onion. Ooh, nearly a tomato. Good save. And then a bit of garlic. And yum. A bit of... Ooh, no, don't trust that. You're testing me now. And then oregano. Oh, God, that's strong smelling. Oregano and the flakes. Which, of course, we're having chili flakes again because we don't have any of the red pepper flakes. And now, cheeky bit of white wine. It's going to be, I guess, the bulk of our sauce. Finally, in go some tomatoes and a little bit of parsley. And finally, we'll add the cooked pasta back into the sauce. Then once Gracie's done that, then the prawns go in to warm through, and then we shall serve. And here we go, one Mediterranean prawn pasta. Just finished off with a little bit of stinky cheese. Because why not? Why the hell not? Right, bottoms up. Oh gosh. That went everywhere.
Tastes like white wine.
Yeah, very winey. Not a huge amount of flavour.
Spicy.
There is a kick to it. Prawns. Prawny.
Really good. I like that a lot.
It's okay.
You're not a massive fan, though, are you, of like
No.
tomatoey sauces?
Also, don't really like white wine, to be honest. It's fine.
Ooh, look who's getting a treat for being poorly. Someone kept some prawns aside, didn't they? And he will have literally your fingers off for a
These
prawn.
are his favourite.
Oh, right. There we go. That was the 7th day of a week on the Mediterranean diet. And it ended actually really well. I know when I tried it, I didn't seem too enamoured. But when I ate more, it really grew on me. It really grew on me. So I really enjoyed it. It wasn't too whiny. The prawns were nice and thick and chunky. And yeah, nice garlicky flavour. The tomatoes even weren't too bad. What? I like tomatoes now. No, I wouldn't go that far. But I did enjoy that. That was really good. So as for my breakfast though, didn't like that. Didn't like that at all. It tasted too much like tahini. Very unpleasant. Would not recommend, or at least do it. And don't put any tahini in it, probably, would be my advice. So then my lunch was my real hodgepodge mishmash. Throw it together because, oh God, the things I actually intended to have were out of date, so were no good and would probably poison me. But, you know, I was pretty happy with that omelette. My chorizo omelette, really nice. Yeah, I would have that again. Really, really good. And yeah, I've ended pretty much on a high as far as this week goes, in a week where I had an onion, paprika, and orange and pomegranate salad on the first day. That really set me up to fail, didn't it? That was horrendous. That was one of the worst things I've ever eaten in my entire life. And I've eaten human excrement. No, I haven't. Let's stop. Let's quash those rumours that I just started myself right now. Right. I'm gonna wait and do my full conclusion after I've done the weigh-in, but suffice to say, I think I've probably lost some because I don't want to eat most of the food. I guess I've had like no sweets and stuff, so yeah, that could only be a good thing. Yes, there's been oil and stuff, but you know, olive oil and extra virgin olive oil is good for you, isn't it? It's not just like I ate some beef tripping, lads, yeah. So yes, I'm going to go to sleep pretty happy tonight at my dinner. I think, I couldn't have asked for a better meal to end the week in a week where orange and onion were on the same plate. But yeah, I guess the next thing to do is hop on the old scales. Right, has it been worth it?
Hey, that's not too bad. It almost makes the orange and onion salads worth it. Almost.
Okay, there we go. That was a week on the Mediterranean diet. And I didn't like it. Not really at all. I didn't like most of the food. I didn't like most of the cooking. I didn't like it. It was not for me. Not one for me. If you like that sort of food, if you like cooking, you will potentially love for the Mediterranean diet. I, however, did and will never like the Mediterranean diet. When I go to Mediterranean, I want beer, McDonald's, and a swimming pool. I don't want all of that stuff that I cooked. And yeah, that's on me. It's all subjective. Just didn't like. Lost a fair bit of weight on it. That was good. But I would rather have been fat and happy. I mean, I still am. Let's be real. But just didn't like it. I've got nothing much to say. Too much cooking. Not enough eating. Not enough for me meat or animal products. Does that make me a monster? Probably, but that's fine. I've learnt to live with my own demons. So I won't be doing this again. Will not be entertaining the idea of it. Some of the stuff, that's not being fair. Some of the stuff was really good. Really, really good. It's just that most of the stuff wasn't. So yeah, if it was going to be like a ratio thing, it definitely leans heavily towards the I absolutely hated it. It was vile. Not vile, that's probably unfair. I just very, very, very heavily disliked it. But what can you do? Certainly not the Mediterranean diet, if you're me. But there we go. That was it. That was the end of another week on, and I promise I am not going to leave it as long between the next week ons. In fact, the next one's going to start in a few days. So please do subscribe to the channel if you want to see that entire week on early before everybody else. Please do consider supporting the show here on Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. You here on YouTube or becoming a patron over there. This isn't. Anyway, I've screwed that up. Thank you very much for watching this week on. It has been a pleasure, he lied, doing the Mediterranean diet. So I'm going to have to do something next time which is a lot more tasty. See you then.